Good morning, all of you. Today we will be dealing with cancer of larynx. So, in the age group 60 and 70, this cancer is common. Men are more prone to get the cancer compared to women. Coming to the causes as well as risk factor, tobacco is considered as the most common cause. And combined effect of alcohol and tobacco also is considered as one of the common cause. Other causes are like asbestos, paint fumes, wood dust, chemicals, and straining the voice. A person is overusing the voice. That also can irritate the cells and can lead to abnormal growth. Chronic laryngitis or any other chronic disorders which is affecting the larynx. Nutritional deficiencies, family predisposition, age more than 60, gender male, race African Americans, as well as weakened immune system. So these are the causes as well as risk factors. Next, about the types, mainly 4 types. Squamous cell carcinoma. In this, the squamous cells are affected, which is covering the surface of epiglottis, vocal cords, as well as other parts of the larynx. 95% of cases are this type, squamous cell carcinoma. And adenocarcinoma, mainly the glandular cells have been affected, that is adenocarcinoma. Mainly these cells are covering over the surface of larynx. Other thing is sarcoma. Sarcoma starts in mainly connective tissues. These are the supporting tissues of the body such as bone, muscles, as well as nerves. Those are sarcoma. Chondrosarcoma is a type of sarcoma in which cartilage are being affected. There are some benign tumors. Giant cell tumors. So giant cell tumors are very rare, but if it is occurring, it is very aggressive. Mainly developing in the bony areas of the larynx. Granular cell tumors are the other one. This granular cell tumor mainly occurring or develop over the skin as well as mucous surface. Other benign tumors of muscles are rhabdomyomas, in which striated muscles are being affected. Rhabdomyomas. So benign tumors of the nerves related to that is termed as schwannomas. Tumors of the nerves which presents anywhere in the body is termed as schwannomas only. Okay. Here also schwannoma. Laryngeal nodules can be seen due to smoking, acid reflux, as well as straining of the voice. And papillomas, wart-like growth, mainly present over the larynx, which is caused by virus HPV, human papilloma virus. So these are the benign tumors: giant cell tumors, granular cell tumors, benign tumors of muscle rhabdomyomas, schwannomas, which is benign tumors of nerves, laryngeal nodules, as well as papillomas. Coming to the features, clinical features, person will be feeling persistent hoarseness of the voice, along with otalgia, that is pain in the ear, and dysphagia, difficulty in swallowing. The voice of the person will be harsh, raspy, as well as lower in pitch. A smoker who becomes progressively hoarse or is hoarse for longer than 2 weeks should be urged to seek medical attention. For example, എൻ്റെ +2 കാലം കെമിസ്ട്രി എടുത്തിരുന്ന മാഷിൻ്റെ സൗണ്ട് ഭയങ്കര ഹൊയാസായിരുന്നു. നമുക്ക് എന്ന ആ ഒരു സൗണ്ടാണ് കണ്ടിന്യൂസ്ലി കേൾക്കുക. കാരണം ഇൻ ബിറ്റ്വീൻ ക്ലാസ് പുള്ളിയടക്കം പോയിട്ടൊന്ന് സ്മോക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ട് വരും. അങ്ങനെ ഞങ്ങൾ കംപ്ലൈൻ്റ് ഒക്കെ ചെയ്തായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷെ ഒരു യൂസും ഉണ്ടായില്ല. അവസാനം CL larynx ആണ് പുള്ളിക്ക് വന്നത്. A lump may be felt in the neck, a cough which doesn't go away, persistent sore throat, breathing difficulties, or feeling that something is catching in the throat, or sometimes in later stages coughing up of blood. These are signs and symptoms we can see in CL larynx. Signs of metastasis is lump in the throat, pain in the Adam's apple, which can be radiated to the ear, along with dysphagia, enlarged lymph nodes, as well as cough. Lymphadenopathy, weight loss, general weakness also can occur. So these are the signs and symptoms. Diagnostic features: complete history and physical examination of the head and neck. Physical examination, we can find out the hoarseness of the voice, pain in the ear, all those clinical features. History collection, we can identify what all may be the causes, any exposure to environmental pollutions like asbestos, paint fumes, etc. So causes you should study. So whenever question is coming, discuss the diagnostic features of CA lungs. You can write the causes, complete causes in history collection. You can write complete clinical features in physical examination. Okay. Barium solo can be done to rule out the metastasis to the esophagus. Biopsy can be done to find out or to confirm the pathological evidence of cancer. Chest X-ray to determine whether there is metastasis to lung, or even to find out a secondary primary tumor or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, along with this. Endoscopy. So here one question: in COPD, what all main diseases we can see in the patient? Just WhatsApp me. Endoscopy, virtual endoscopy can be done, in which we will be getting a three-dimensional view of the hollow structures, so that we can rule out easily. Computed tomography or CT scan can be done to determine the metastasis to lymph node as well as to the adjacent structures. Laryngoscopy also is being done, fiber optic laryngoscopy, to determine the diagnosis as well as to locate the mass as well as ulceration. Besides this, MRI as well as PET scan also can be done. Next, coming to the TNM classification. Here T4 primary tumor size, T4 tumor size. TIS means carcinoma in situ in place. T1 means T1A as well as T1B. T1 means tumor which is confined to one subsite, either in the glottic area or subglottic area, plus mobile cords. Here the vocal cords will be mobile. So it is again divided into T1A as well as T1B. So it will be in the glottic. T1A means in the glottic area. T1A means limited to one vocal cord. T1B means in the glottic area, both vocal cords are being affected. It can be either in the glottic area as well as supraglottic area. So that is T1. T2 means tumor extended to more than one subsite with mobile cord. That means both vocal cords can be affected. So in glottic to supraglottic area, or in supra-subglottic to glottic area. So it can go in both directions. Here, tumor extended to more than one subsite with mobile cords. Here, mobile cords will be mobile, but more than one subsite will be affected, either glottic to supraglottic as well as supra-subglottic to glottis. So any area can be affected. T3 means tumor anywhere in the larynx, within the larynx, tumor anywhere within the larynx with fixed cords. In T1 and T2, cords are not fixed, it is mobile. That means the voice will not be affected. But when the cords are fixed, the voice will be completely affected. T4 is again divided into T4A as well as T4B. That means tumor invades to the thyroid cartilage or extralaryngeal area, but it is resectable. T4B means tumor invades to the prevertebral space as well as carotid artery. In those cases, it is irreversible or irresectable. We are not able to do any surgery. So that is about T. And coming to the N, NX means regional lymph node cannot be assessed. N0 means no regional lymph node metastasis is being found out. N1 means a single ipsilateral lymph node which is up to 3 centimeter is affected. That means one lymph node is been affected. The lymph node will be in the same side of the tumor. Ipsilateral means same side. The affected lymph node will be up to 3 centimeter only. N2 means metastasis to the lymph nodes. That's again divided into N2A, N2B, N2C. So N2A means single same side lymph node which is 3 to 6 centimeter is been affected only one lymph node is been affected, same side